Hi, this is Roger. Thanks for dropping by. I got Pressies. Found that quite amusing. No sellotape was used to pack. Somebody listens. Anyway, I'll read my letter out. I'll turn it round because it's got address details and stuff. So here is the that I promised you. A little something for all the hard work you put in for our benefit and enjoyment. Just give it a good wash and a soak and you're good to go. They seem to hold a hell of a lot of water and drain down from the top if hung like a mount. Gravity will do its thing. If stood in water, they do seem to wick up as well. Anyway, enjoy your experimenting and I will look forward to see how you get on. And this is from a Mr. Ian Eastwood from within the UK, so UK package. And I've never seen one of these before. Did you guess what it is? So let's have a look and see what these things look like. And then, if I find suitable uses for this longer term, then where's the end? It's going to be in there, isn't it? I was going to say this is a roll of cardboard, so it must have an end somewhere. Possibly not. Now I can see what I'm doing. We can actually, should be able to run the knife down there. We don't need to open the whole thing. Even cut out? Yes, you are. So it's more a statement than a question. Right. So. Strange packing arrangement. Oh, I see. It's just in a little bag. Right, so what we've got is a tree fern plank. That's nothing like what I was expecting. Not quite sure what I was expecting really. But obviously it's messy, bits drop off all over the place. That may cease to be once it gets wet. Now that I can see how solid it is, I can understand why it holds so much water. Now I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with this because it is so solid. Difficult to say, so I'll think on it. But you know, I'm wondering whether some orchid roots would even push into there. But then obviously it's going to be a lot softer when it's wet. I need to get some of it, or all of it, wet. It needs a good wash anyway, according to the letter, so that's going to get it wet, and hopefully get all the bits off that keep dropping. Then I'll see what it feels like, you know, how easily it sort of separates, bearing in mind roots have got to get down in there. And I'll also have to think about, when the roots get down in there, this is organic. So eventually it is going to break down. When it breaks down, I don't know what's going to happen. Does it fall apart? Does it like crumble? You know, what exactly happens to this when it's finished, when it's done its thing? So anyway, we'll do another video on it, you know, sort of playing around with it, getting it wet and all that sort of stuff. It's virtually, I can safely say, it's not going to get used as it is. It's going to get cut. And the chances are it may well get cut into 4. So they'll end up with pieces sort of that sort of size, more manageable. And have a think about what can go on there. I'll be using it as a mounting material rather than breaking it all up into pieces to go in a pot or anything along those lines. So anyway, thanks a lot, Ian. As I said, I've never seen one of these before. Don't come across them very often. I've never seen them for sale anywhere, not at a show or anywhere. Not quite sure where they come from, but they certainly don't grow in this country. Well, you can grow some tree ferns in this country, but they don't like our winter as much. You know, a lot of people tend to wrap them up safe and sound for the winter, so their work, you know, there's work involved to looking after them. Anyway, thanks a lot, and Updates will follow as and when we decide what to do with this. But now I know why it was in a bag. Stop all the bits falling out all over the place. And quite honestly, for now, it can go back in there. And whatever bits have come out so far, at least it's dry, you know, so it sort of cleans up okay. And we'll look into further use of this at another time. But, I'm not sure I've got anything around that demands mounting like now. Obviously that would be something I want to change from a pot to a mount. I don't think there's anything on a mount that I would want to change at the moment, although that bulbophyllum would probably do better on something that stays wet longer. Yeah, like a pot. Anyway, I'll have a think about what can be done with it, and I'll get back to you later. And yet again, thanks again, Ian.